we really threw both qualifications this year. Both day ones on both tournaments had like 58 or 61 points or something like that. And then we completely choked day 2. So it's just been 2 massive throws in a row for us. Well, I ran into the admin room and called him a bunch of I literally got dragged out by the guard like in some fucking movie, you know?
We asked like Beamy, how many up for this team? Like, oh, this team is 2 and this team is 2, man. It's like so easy to make a plan, you know what I mean?
I feel like Beamy probably doesn't even fucking enter his match log.
Bro, I don't think he does either.
He removed it from everything. He removed it from the game files.
I think like the reason why people hate TPP so much is because pro players complain about it.
Welcome everybody to episode 27 of The Hot Drop, another absolute banger. I really wanted to get this one out before PGS, so I sat down with 2 of the teams who qualified from Europe, and that is Jeemzz and NIXZYee. You guys know who they are. I don't have to introduce them. The episode was a full 2-hour yapping session about everything in PUBG, in the West, in the East, the TPP future or not, Nixzyee IGLing VP and how that changes things up, and rosters and everything. Basically, absolutely everything. You're gonna enjoy this episode if you enjoy this podcast. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, I heard Jeemzz got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
I did get in trouble,
from Just for Souls.
But you know what? I got in trouble. Well, I ran into the admin room and called him a bunch of retards.
Oh yeah, that was the PGS Thailand,
I literally
right?
got dragged out by the guard like in some fucking movie, you know?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that was actually valid because you said like
that was when they didn't stop like, the game, right?
The game. Yeah, pause the game.
I told them pause the game, and they just couldn't pause the game. And then like we started with 3, and then they said they wouldn't remake, and then I just refused to play. Yeah. But also I had to. That happened twice that LAN, and that was the second time. So I was like, "Fuck these guys."
Yeah. I mean, some people think that's why FaZe is no longer GPT. You think there's some truth to that?
No, I think it's just because they cut one GPT from EU, and FaZe literally does 0 for PUBG.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to the head admin, and I've talked to Krafton people, and I'm good with them still.
Yeah.
I've apologized and shit like that.
I guess it does make sense, right? If you look at the 3 GPTs there were, then it makes sense to cut FaZe over the other 2.
Yeah, like.
But it doesn't make sense to give it to E Arena though.
I think it's kind of interesting because I talked to like some of the Ascent guys who are really involved with the Valorant, and it's like we complain about PUBG all the time and like the things PUBG does and how it's so rough and everything. Like every other esports has those problems too. Like for example, we say like tier 2 is dead in Europe, and it's like in other esports it's way worse. In a lot of esports it's way worse. Like we complain about decision Krafton makes or whatever, and like you talk to anyone playing fucking Apex or Warzone, and like they all have their own like huge problems as well. So like, I don't know if
yeah.
Where do you draw the line though?
You mean
where do you draw the line between tier 1 and tier 2 in EU? Like what is actually tier 2
in PUBG?
Yeah, like do you just categorize it by the teams? Which team is tier 2 and which teams are tier 1? Or do you?
I mean, some teams. I would put tier 1 teams, like tier 1 in EU. That's teams that qual to LAN, not.
I think qual like regularly, I would say.
Yeah. And tier 2, but like the thing is with PUBG is like even if you're tier 2 and you qual, you could get the really good org with really good salary for PUBG standards. While in Valorant, it's like you have to be 1 in like in a year to like even go to like a bigger league. You know what I mean? So it's like in PUBG we actually don't have it that bad if you think about it, and it's such a like it's so much RNG involved. You know what I mean? You could technically make it. Like, look at SLAMG. This is their first year of gameplay. And boom, they already qualified because of one event. You know what I mean? They qualified to PGS and PGC because of one event.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of unfair in my opinion. But hey, it's PUBG.
I think it's hard to call it unfair because everybody can do it, right? Like, it's just a bit RNG. Yeah. Like, you play one good weekend and you're at PGC. Yeah. Like, it's a bit unfair random, to like. But,
I think it's unfair to like spring teams. You know what I mean? Where like a spring second place didn't like it was BB, right? Wasn't it BB second place?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they're like not even in. You're like, I think that's kind of like...
You have to be fair. If they got like a 10th place, they would have been in, you know? Like, they just sucked so bad that they didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Like, if they played something okay, they would have been in.
Yeah, but SLAMG didn't even qual for spring.
Yeah. It's rough. I mean, it's...
So...
it's very top heavy then, you could say.
Yeah.
Like, that SLAM qualifies by... I mean, they got second, right? If they got third, they wouldn't go PGC.
Yeah. If they got third, they had no chance. Like, I looked at the numbers before the tournament started, and it's like, if you just get third, you have no chance. Like, you need top 2, but if you get top 2, you're almost always in. Like, the jump is pretty insane.
That's how it is, like, almost every year now.
Yeah.
Where top 2 almost always makes it.
But, like, I'd say, like, when we had 3 tournaments, then you had to play something in the other 2 tournaments. Now, you get 170 points for third place, for second place, and that's just enough.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy, in my opinion.
I think just 2 tournaments is crazy. I think it would have just been nice if EWC counted, and then we wouldn't. We wouldn't have had this whole thing. But
I was watching APEC, and their PGC points, I just saw like 8 tournaments or something.
Yeah.
Like look at APEC right now. APEC PGC points.
Yeah.
2025. It's like 5 or 6 tournaments.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tournaments. Like, bro.
Yeah. And then
2.
And then they have an extra slot because PGC is in Thailand, so there's one team just gets invited. But yeah.
But I don't know how it works really, because it looks like if you open this PGC points Asia Pacific, why is Sharper Esports in? Like, Sharper Esports is green and Team Flash is not. Is it because they're the next Thai team? Because it doesn't make sense. So
the best Thai team is qualified directly to the PGC Grand Finals.
Yes.
Placement, I don't know actually. I have no idea. Why is Sharper going?
Because E-Arena is Thai, Terraton 5 is also Thai, right?
Yeah. So it's not about like Thai teams.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
I have no idea, bro. I don't get it. Post-production Kovo here really quick. I asked the APEC connoisseur, Saga, and he explained that there's basically a guaranteed Thai slot for the first Thai team who didn't make it through other ways. Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing, and that's how it's working apparently. I think the slot's really weird. Like, what happened? So, Full Sense is taking the PGC point spot, right? They're not gonna take the PGS point spot if they get one. Because what if they get top 8 PGS?
Oh, what?
They just don't count, right?
So they're just okay.
So I think they're guaranteed because they're the best Thai team. So if they get top 8 in PGS points, then top 9 of PGS points go, basically, I think.
But so basically that's even better for BB, right?
Yeah. BB is, I think BB still has good odds to make it, actually. But it just depends on like how the first one goes and everything.
I mean, what does BB need? BB needs either one of EU teams to pop off, like us, right, or FaZe, or they just need to stay in top 9 or top 8.
Yeah, so BB needs to stay in top 8 or top 9 if Full Sense is in. And I think that's pretty likely. I sort of looked at the numbers a little bit. Falcons is basically guaranteed on 480. If Falcons makes one single final, they're kind of guaranteed. Because if Falcons makes one single final, then they beat a team that just wins PGS 10. Because PGS 10 is the same points that Falcons has at the moment. And BB team is like, if the top teams do really well, then BB team is kind of fine. If if VP wins one, and then, I don't know, E-Arena wins the other one or something, then BB's in trouble, you know? Like, if people out of the top 10, out of the top 8 do really well, then BB is kind of sweating.
They have insane jump to like 6th place. They have double the points of 6th place.
Yeah, but it's also like, that's a 5th place at PGS 10 or something, because it scales up so much.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at this and I see like Jeemzz in 6th, where I'm like, I don't know if Jeemzz is getting 200 points across the PGSs. Like, there's a good chance they don't, right?
6 and 8, yeah.
There's a good chance that Expendables fucks up one of the PGSs, for example, and then they're not looking that good or something. And then
like
a lot of things have to happen.
How does the tiebreaker get decided though? If like
last event.
So BB loses every tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it also with PEC points like this?
Yeah.
So like, bro, you're getting more points, plus you're winning the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I think the tiebreaker is correct because the last event is like the more closer to PGC. I think that's fine. It would just be nice if there was 3 events. So yeah, like you would get rewarded for being consistently good instead of, oh, you popped off one event, let's go.
Yeah.
But like we had this, what was it? Like 2 years ago when Exalt got like second place, or like they got like second, like Howl and Exalt did really well at like PEC Spring, and then they kind of sucked for the rest of the year, and they both went to PGC anyways because they played one good event, and it's like that's not good either, you know, like it feels good to give it to teams who play good consistently throughout the year, in my opinion.
Which is very, very, very rarely in EU.
Yeah.
Actually not in EU, in PUBG. For teams to be consistent.
I mean, there's some reasons like Korea or something where like there's top teams that just farm every event. But Europe isn't like that. I wanted to talk about this actually, because I feel like you guys both had, in some sense, like similar years. You've had some ups and downs. Like for example, VP, like you guys had one good PGS, one really bad PGS, and you have like okay performances in Europe, but you're probably not like, you're probably happy with making it to the events, right? Like you kind of did the job. But you're not happy getting a 4th place, right?
Yeah, of course.
Even, I think, I don't know, like even just in group stage, that people are so quick to doubt you. Like it's the same for FaZe and for VP. I just do these watch parties and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on with VP? Are they washed? Do they have to change IGL? Is FaZe disbanding after this event? And I was like, bro,
Twisted 8?
Yeah, what's going on? What's wrong with Twisted Minds? But it's
you
like,
just don't understand how hard the game is though. Like, you can get really 6 hard games in a row in PUBG, and the next day you can get 6 really easy games and get 119 points.
Yeah.
And be bet boom.
Yeah. Be bet boom, but not in PC, you know? How does that feel like for you guys? Because I feel like you're not Twisted Minds, you know? You're not like kind of just cruising through the region as much. You have your ups and downs. And maybe Nix, does it like annoy you sometimes when people are like doubting immediately and like thinking that VP is washed because you play one bad tournament or something?
I mean, yeah, of course, but people don't understand how much changes you need to do. Like, you cannot play the same internationals and regionals. You cannot play. And like, you almost practice always for internationals, you know what I mean? Because you want to win internationals. Like, but then the change is like, you know, it's sometimes too big. That's why you saw Twisted Minds got 8, you know what I mean? Like, the difference is too big. And it's like, yeah, okay, people are judging, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. Like, of course they shouldn't judge, but it's Twitch chat. You can't expect better than.
Yeah, but then you guys made it to EWC, right? You did well there. You had a good PGC, so you're still like feeling really good, probably. Jimbo, you kind of had the foot esports kind of year, right? Where you're like getting 6th and 5th every time, and you're not making a single event. That's a lot rougher, no? Like,
yeah, but I look at it in a different way because we really threw both qualifications this year. Like the first 2 tournaments this year, we start both days with 61 points.
Yeah.
And you can get 30 points every 6 games in PUBG easily by just playing chill PUBG. You don't have to make too high risk. I just get 30 points the next 2 days. So you end up with like 120 points and you're in.
Yeah.
And we just both day ones on both tournaments had like 58 or 61 points or something like that. And then we completely choked day 2. So it's just been 2 massive throws in a row for us.
Yeah.
So like, I've always looked at this year as like the biggest throw because I feel like we should have been at every event this year without GPT. We just absolutely threw the games. Easy zones, mega throw.
Yeah. So you're looking at it like, if we play good, we're actually fucking good.
Yeah, if we just played normal, we would have qualified.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we played normal, we would have qualified.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because this third tournament, right? We didn't start with 61 points. We started with 2 bad days in a row, and then we popped off on the last day.
But then it just wasn't enough anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just different.
So I haven't thought about it this way before, but now that you say it, like, it reminds me a little bit of Liquid, no? Where you guys would always struggle to play 2 good days in a row. Like, even at the internationals, you'd have like one really good day and then a bad day and then a really good day, but then it's not enough anymore. Do you think like that has something to do with the game style, or do you think it's like a mental thing, or what do you think that comes from?
It's both. We had this problem where I was, once we got a lead, like, cause I'm pretty confident IGL, I can make a lot of ballsy calls. So once we get a lead, I need to dumb it down. I don't need to make those calls anymore. And then there's you should adapt the later the tournament goes. So on the last day, in the last some games, you need to adapt and not play the same, because
nobody else is playing the same.
Yeah, it's like scrims kinda.
Yeah.
So you need to adapt and dumb it down. But then there's also the mental part. Like, I think some people in our team struggle really hard mentally with having a lead and playing with lead. Like, I really think like Fex and Gustav are like super good at comebacks. Their whole history, even before I joined, is like they're such a comeback team.
Yeah.
FaZe Sunday
is a thing.
Yeah. Like, there are so many times where they qualify on like the last game to a tournament and they popped off on the last day. So like, I do think there's a mental thing there, but I cannot really describe it and put it into words, but gotta be something.
I mean, if you look at the history of PUBG, all tournaments, I feel like almost everyone had one bad day. Literally, if you played three days, everyone always had one bad day. And it's like, why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why do you have that one bad day?
I feel like it got more, though. I feel like maybe it's because the level got higher, everybody got better, you know? So if you get unlucky and everybody else is good, then you kind of get fucked. If you get unlucky but everybody else is worse than you, then it doesn't really matter that much. So like, if the level gets higher all the time, then zones and momentum and mental and stuff makes way more of a difference.
Yeah.
But I find it super interesting because we spend this whole year in Europe, like comparing European teams to another, and it doesn't match up at all with what happens at the internationals, right? Like Nick said, it's so different, but it's the only thing we can go off. Like, if you look at me, for example, I do a podcast, I do streams and stuff. I talk about the game a lot, and people ask me about the European teams a lot, and I'm like, I don't know, VP kind of sucked in this group stage, but they might still do fucking well in the finals. I don't fucking know, because it's so different every time. And it's like, who's the favorite to win PEC Fall? Yeah, I mean, it's Twisted Minds, and then they're 10th after fucking 11 games of group stage. Everybody's like, lol, you thought they were good, you know? It's so strange that you have these two different worlds, like the regional and the international, and that they are so different.
Yeah, because you expect people to do, you're like trying to predict the teams. You know what I mean? Like, if you have certain play style where you're like backfilling teams and stuff, you're most of the time predicting the team in front of you, and that doesn't happen, and then you're like, nice. You know what I mean? And that's what usually happens in the EU in group stages, where people are like kind of clueless. You know what I mean? But your mind is like, oh, it's 17 in front of me. You know what I mean? So it's like that like adaptation is like, you know what I mean? And you always play like when you play scrims, you play against really good teams. You know what I mean? So if you have like a really bad team in front of you, like in group stage, then it's like, So it's like,
and they just sit there and don't move, and then you can't backfill, and like you're just like, oh, okay, that didn't fucking work at all.
That's what we've been trying to prep more for this year, for this PGS, is to not watch too many of the other international teams. Just basically, we're gonna pick Impala or Miramar because we're gonna be next to Navi, we're gonna be next to TPP, potentially next to SLAM if they qualify. So you're next to the teams you already know, and it's just better that way. And then not make strats. Like I won't make a strat south of Impala Circle, or maybe like E Arena is Puerto or something, or wherever the fuck it was, some APAC team. Because I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna like study them too much this year. I've studied other teams quite a lot at every other event, and then suddenly they just do something else. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like with EF, you know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
like they're like you're watching them at scrims, and then you're like, why are you guys playing like this if you guys not gonna play a tournament? Then they say like, yeah, this is how we practice our play style, and then like you watch a tournament, it's like, oh yeah, you're sending it. Nice. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, who are you actually faking? You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
like, scrims in PUBG is like so interesting in my opinion, because like you can do whatever you want. Like for example, we want to practice like crashing, you know, and we're just gonna crash 6 games in a row, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that can impact the whole lobby. Like it's
Yeah.
it's kind of insane to me, like how scrims in PUBG are like. And then like imagine like Impala, like Slam and FaZe is hot dropping, you know what I mean? It's different game again, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
everything changes.
it's like this game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny,
Hard
like
to practice.
yeah, it is really hard. It's
And
like
then-
you can only take so much out of the scrims, really.
Yeah, and I also what I'm gonna say is like I think Observer is way too broken. Like I think if you're a top team,
Yeah.
all of your lines are studied all the time.
Mhm.
Like literally, like I would say like every single team or player IGL in EU studied Twisted Minds lines.
Yeah.
Every single player. Whenever they do something good, boom, they cannot do it anymore, you know what I mean? That's why I think Observer file is so broken, because I'm going into Scream game, I'm like, oh, yeah, Nixzyee is watching me, you know what I mean? I can't waypoint a crash into Impala. I was like, huh, nice, you know? So it's like, you can't practice that well, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
think
we are
I think
hiding
it's
our
way too
waypoints.
broken. I think it's way too broken, the waypoints. Like,
Yeah, I think Twist has been hiding their waypoints for a while. We're hiding ours. Like the other day, we wrote Ibiza, but we couldn't write the last A, so we just wrote Ibis with our waypoint on Miramar, because we're leaving
like-
behind you on loss and we don't want to give away strats.
yeah, it's way too broken.
I
You
think
know, and then like I'm preparing my team because like I want to tell them like, oh, this would be our strat in tournament zone 2, and like I can't do it because I know like everyone is just gonna watch the waypoint, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So like, yeah, like what are we actually practicing?
It's true, because we have the same, where I've been like, yeah, I'm saving this for the real game, so we're just going to do something different now. And then we just drive into a team and die. And it's just like,
Yeah.
well, I could have done what I actually wanted to do, but I didn't want to show it to any of the other teams. Now we died and we lost full scrim game and we're just sitting here for half
we're
an hour.
sitting here for half an hour
Yeah.
of doing fucking nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
it's like-
actually heard like you guys are not the first players that said like we should just kick the observers again. Like I think that's something that there's quite a few players that want that. Like it started with Twisted Minds, right? Because they had 2 coaches, and then people were like, okay, like, we got to get one of them into observer. I think it's fully fine to just say, fuck it, go back without observing. Like I think it's
That's what I said. I literally said that in Scrim, and Jeemzz said no, I want to keep it. I'm like, what? If you look at the Scrim description right now, I said remove the observers. It's too broken.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
good,
it's like, no,
good
just
rage
keep it.
bait for Nixzyee right there.
Like, yeah, nice.
I mean, there's also like, I don't know what you guys think, but let's say in scrims, right? I don't know if I can know. Twisted Minds lost 3 early. Lou is blue healing with 25 first aids. You're coaching FaZe Clan, and Lou is walking up behind FaZe Clan. You wanna practice like a push on a compound, but you have Lou behind you. So you as the coach know your game's gonna be fucked. Like, there's a world where you just say, guys, like, be careful, Twisted Mind solo alive, you know? Like there's a world. It makes sense for your team. Like it does help your team practice better, right? But
that's the Honey Badger. That's what Honey Badger did in like 2021 or 2022 with his team in NA, and then he admitted to it, and they banned him.
Yeah, but it, like I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, because it just makes like it. Do you want to let a solo ruin your scrim game? You know, like I get it.
Dude, we have some examples where we like one of our players just dies, and we're like, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You know, like 4-man pulls up in the field, proning in the bush, insta-clear. I'm like, okay, sure, bro. Sure, bro.
Yeah.
We've also had some funny situations where we always call it the observer.
Yeah.
Call out the observer for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be I'd be trying to get rid of it probably. I think, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's nice to have it, but it's also like you guys pointed out all the bad things about it. It probably hurts practice more than it. I mean, so it hurts the good teams more, and it helps the bad teams more, right? Like that's one way to put it.
The reason why I also think it's broken is because we changed our playstyle for EU, like we're not pre-driving anymore, and it took us literally like a month to fully study other teams and trying to adapt, like copy their shit and put it like into ours, because you know what I mean? And it's all because of waypoints. Like I understood what DNF does watching their game, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, you know what I mean? And like you can just copy, like not copy, like study other teams and just like adapt fully, you know what I mean? So that's why I think waypoints are just too broken, even for tournaments, in my opinion. Like yes, you want to study other teams, but you have to wire for it, you know what I mean? Like you don't have waypoints.
Like...
It's like listening to like let's say you're playing CS 5v5 and you have constant comms of other team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like way too bro. I don't know if that's actually the thing. I don't think it is. Like there's no way other team has access to other teams' communication after the tournament.
No. But I mean, I don't think it's as good as comms, obviously, right? But
yeah, it's
like
not as good, but you can learn a lot.
There's no good way to turn off. Like I don't think it's ever gonna happen that we don't see the waypoints anymore. You know, that's in the game now. Like we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you could limit it a lot by keeping it only to tournament replay files. You know, that's so much less material than you get from everyday scrims. You know. Like it's still, that's a different like class of how many games do you get, and how much does DNF change between PGS 7 and PGS 10? You know, like might not even work anymore, or might not even be super relevant anymore.
Yeah, but it helped. Like I would say, it helped us a lot trying to learn new playstyle for sure.
Yeah,
because we are not pre-jamming anymore. Like we're trying to slow it down a little bit. So I think I would say it helped us a lot studying other teams.
That makes sense.
So
yeah, I mean, especially because what I said earlier is like it helps you when you're a bad team. So if you switch up your playstyle completely, like you have to start from like a lower point, and then it's just such a nice boost.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like for us, like trying to like also Twisted Minds really changed their playstyle, you know. And for us to have like how many games, like whole EWC, to spectate them and watch what they do is like insane, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like for us to be able to do that is, you know what I mean? Like to learn from them what they did good, what they did bad is like very, very big, you know what I mean? For trying to become better. It's not even like trying to copy them or something, because I feel like every team has to have something unique to win the tournament, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna copy all the time, you won't like be unique anymore. I don't think you can win the tournament anymore, you know, if you're not unique. So like trying to learn, like maybe on certain songs you don't know what to do, and then you saw Twisted do this line, you know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good, we can try that, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you can't try it in scrims because people won't know that you tried it. So it's like it's like all like you have to talk with your team off the stream, you know, like go into replays and check it, like, oh, does it actually work, you know what I mean? It's like it's like but in PUBG you can do a lot, in my opinion. In PUBG you can actually learn a lot by just watching.
For sure.
So yeah.
I mean, it's like you have to go in a replay and test the line without players in your game.
Yeah.
And just be like, will this work in a real game? Yeah, maybe it looks like I won't get shot from here. This looks good. Maybe from here we can drive the car to the next ridge. This ridge looks good as well, but we're open to here, so we park the car to block that angle. You know, and then it's like you go to a real game and you already died on the first spot you practiced because there was an X factor in that game.
Yeah. Somebody had a mortar. You're like, oh.
Yeah, like a mortar. Or you lost your car and you didn't have cars.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like you can actually test it in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Batu said the same thing when we had, I don't know if it was PGC or something, like where we had comms of Twisted Minds for like a few days, and he's like, he could just tell what Na'Vi like copied basically, because they were just listening to the full 2 or 3 days of comms of Twisted Minds, and we're like, obviously you pick up some things there when you understand the comms. It makes a lot of sense.
They actually said that to me. I think it was Tabor Batulins at one tournament. They realized that Na'Vi had listened to all their comms and copied the whole structure of their comms.
Yeah.
The whole game plan talk, how players talk to each other, they had like full copied. Like Twisted whole structure just from listening to their comms.
Yeah. I think that's obviously not great, but I think having comms is super valuable for the esports still. Like, obviously, if you're a top team and people are stealing your strats, you don't want comms. But, like, I think it adds so much to the game still. I've been saying this for fucking years that, like, it's probably worth it for the esports as a whole. If we actually, like, I think, I talk about Apex Command Center all the time, right? Where you have kind of like a multi-stream and you can listen to whatever comms you want at whatever time and you can go back to the mainstream and that shit.
Yeah.
And it's such an insane viewing experience that, like, it's probably just worth it. Because it's not like PUBG is doing giga well and it's okay to just leave it like it is.
I would say comms, yeah. You can give that. But also, like, imagine, like, your Twisted Minds, like, the team that actually, like, they made the pre-drives. Like, they are the team that started pre-driving. And look at the teams now in EU, China, everywhere. So many teams copy them. Like, it must be, like, annoying to them, you know what I mean? For teams like, oh, it worked for us. And, like, they're just gonna copy it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
It sucks, like, it's like, also, we did one thing on EWC, on East of Water Treatment, and I see literally when we come home, next scrim day, Jeemzz, do it. Like, FaZe, do it. I see Twisted Mind, same waypoint. I'm like, yeah, like, nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember that game. I was like, guys, hurry, let's just do what VP did in that EWC game. Then we went there, and then, like, Mexi says after the game, it's like, yeah, Twisted Minds had the same setup, Mark. You were just quicker.
Yeah, it's like, so much, like, you do, like, 5 hours of prep for, like, one game, and it's like, like, maybe it won't even work, but teams saw it and then they will just like adapt and say like, oh yeah, they didn't do this, they didn't take the stretch. And I'm like, nice, you know what I mean? It must be so annoying to be Twist because everyone copied them, you know what I mean? Like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just what happens if you're at the top though, no? Like, I think that happens in every esports, in every game, in every sports, right? Like, you just look at the best and you learn from them. I think that's just the way it goes.
I think it just means when you are the best team, you have to always adapt, make new styles all the time. Yeah.
You have to do a little bit of hiding the strats, and then you also you can't just sit on the same strats forever. You just have to keep inventing. Like,
that's why you need 4 hardworking players, in my opinion, for the team to work.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot have 1 or 2 hardworking players and team to, like, for you to win tournaments. Like, I'm pretty sure Twisted Minds that has like 4 players that are like full, you know, the full want to win still after they won so much, you know what I mean? Like, you need to have 4 hardworking players. 100%. Like, for example, imagine Jeemzz. Yeah, imagine Jeemzz. Like, he's IGLing, Like, let's say he's the only hardworking player in his team. I just say, like, theoretically.
Whoa,
if he's the only hardworking player in his team, like, and he, like, for example, he's trying to share something with his team, and they're like, yeah, nice. You know what I mean? Like, they won't back him up, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, yes, maybe he said it and they didn't check it in game. They're like, oh, we're to the spot. But Jeemzz said, oh, we need to take this ridge, like, at this point. And they're like, they don't understand it because they didn't go into the game, you know what I mean? It's like, you need to have like, 4 people that actually, like, want to win, you know what I mean? And they're like, yep.
Absolutely, all the prep you do, everyone on your team needs to see it. And I think that means often as an IGL, you often end up doing stuff on your own. Watching Twires on your own, watching other people's lines, then you go into replay and check how they played. Yeah. And then after you have done that work, which took you many hours of watching Twires, now you have to get your whole team and do it again with 100%. Them. So you're just like, basically as an IGL, you're just doing double of what your team does all the time. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard. You just have to put so much more time and energy than the rest of your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, for example, like you probably, it would become tiring because you just do it so much and for so long time now. Like for like, how long I've been IGL for like 6-7 years, you know what I mean? 6-7? Okay.
Not that long, but yeah. I was not always a full IGL on my own.
6-7?
I was like, not really IGL when I played with Samty. Samty was kind of IGL with me. EB was kind of IGL with me. You know, it was never like ever a solo thing, to be honest, with any team.
So it's like, for me, it's kind of like fun now when I find new things, you know, to share it with my team. But I can, you know, like for you, for example, it's like if you do it for so long, it can become tiring, you know what I mean? And especially if people don't give back for like what you want, you know what I mean? Like imagine you do this shit for 2 years and they just don't care, you know, your teammates just don't care, I can imagine it becomes like demotivating for you even to do it, you know what I mean?
I mean, what I notice a lot being IGL for so long is that a lot of times I can notice my teammates don't know how to play a position or a line, but I've played it before because I've played this game for like 7 years. And I played from so many loot spots. And then it's just like, now I have to go through and teach some of my teammates a spot that I already knew for a while, but I didn't know they didn't know it. And so one game went wrong because they didn't know it.
It's also with the strats, right? Like you're saying, oh, we can play this ridge, but we have to have a car here or something. So you in your head, you looked, you saw the angle, you know exactly where the car is, but like just telling a person, we need a car to that direction or something might not even be enough. So like they have to see it, they have to do it once to not fuck, because if they fuck the car, maybe they get knocked while parking it, and then the whole position falls apart. Like it's these small things. Like everybody has to know the details.
Like imagine you're like a setup shack, like you're set up with the shack and the forest. I need to play exact spots in the forest, and let's say in game you're in the shack and you can't tell your people, like your teammates, like, oh yeah, go to this a tree. You know what I mean? They need to see it in games. So it's like, yeah,
there's certain setups that you literally have to play the exact rock with the car parked to the exact like perfect angle.
Yeah.
And then if people don't know it, you're doomed. That.
Yeah. But then, like, there's PUBG is so weird, but sometimes, like, it worked with a UAS, but then the guy has a coupe, and the car doesn't cover him anymore, and he just gets fucked the whole time by a team like 400 meters away or something.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, like I cooked up this entire plan, and or like, sure, like you did everything right, but one guy gets mortared, and then like your whole plan falls apart, or like some fucking guy pulls up with a BRDM or something, and like you put all this time in to cook up a strat, and then PUBG happened, and you're like, oh. Nice.
There's like situations too where you're about to do a split. Maybe you're about to do 3-1 split in a compound. So you're 3 in one compound, your solo teammate is about to drive to the other compound on circle pop. And maybe he hasn't played that compound in that situation before and doesn't know exactly where to park his car. And as he's driving in, you need to tell him where to park his car. And if he doesn't park it fast enough in the right spot, it pops. And now he's like stuck there. It's like
and he gets crashed and you need to help him because he can't leave.
That game is over already. It's like it's so little margin for mistakes, and everyone on the team needs to know the same things all the time. But it is impossible for all of your teammates to know the same things as you know as well. It's just impossible. So you have to try to do your best to communicate it in game. But sometimes you have pressure and it's going too fast and you forget to say something. And then maybe your teammate thinks his car is safe and it's actually not. And then it just gets popped.
You're like, oh, park your car on orange. And then it's like, he parks it 2 meters off to the left, literally from where you thought it would be. And it's like, somebody sees 10 pixels off the front tire and pops it. Like,
or like has a dragon over and curves the bullet, you know? I mean, like over the little ridge because he has a dragon over.
And then that player dies and FaZe Clan is playing as 3. And they can't win the game, and the chat is just like, why is FaZe Clan splitting and not grouping?
That's the absolute classic of Twitch chat is like, oh, why are they splitting? And then
after the circle has popped.
And it's like, and the other one is, oh, these splits never work, right? And then the other one is like, oh, they're playing 4, they're scared. They're playing 4 in one compound, they're so scared. Like, you can't fucking win. Like, if the game doesn't go well, Twitch chat like knows better than you. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But what you said earlier, right, about like you have to cook up all the strats. I've been wondering for a while because I feel like a lot of people, or even a lot of coaches, but also players say like, oh, like coaches don't have a lot of impact in PUBG. Don't you think that you could get someone that just helps you with that, like an actual analyst?
Yeah, I really think so. I think so, but he has to be an ex-pro player and he has to be really smart.
Yeah. And then you could dedicate him to that job basically and say, help me with strats.
I mean, I can tell EB right now, for example, like, maybe I separate myself, or like, let's say I have to work to research the teams for PGS, you know what I mean? And I could just tell EB, okay, go look for S Gaming. And then he's going to go look for S Gaming, he's going to tell me some stuff. He's like, oh, they had this setup, they had this. It's like very valuable. But like, for example, maybe if you have a coach that doesn't play the game or doesn't understand it, it's like, they just did this, but they didn't catch everything, you know what I mean? So it's like having a coach that is like good coach, of course, and have him to be like an ex-pro player is like extra value, but the good ex-pro, You know what I mean? It's like not like mediocre ex-pro, you know what I mean? It's like good who played on like global level that understands, you know, the comms, the everything. It's like so valuable to the team, in my opinion.
But it's hard to find someone like that also wants to coach.
You will never find. Yeah, you will never find that.
Yeah.
I think the incentive for the coaches is too little as well. Like they're usually they have very small pay, and to do that amount of work, takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because technically a coach could go, let's say for us, we lose Zhao Tin and the Swamp Circle. We have barely played Swamp Circles from Zhao Tin. He could go and study one of the compounds in the Swamp Circle and tell us how to play out from that compound if circle shifts north, west, and east. And he could prep a whole like situation for us and just say like, guys, come to Discord 1 hour earlier. I'm going to show you how to play this compound.
Yeah.
But that is a fuck ton of work. People don't realize how much work in theory crafting it is to study a line in PUBG.
Yeah. And that is just one fucking compound on one map. And then
that's one compound.
We play fucking 4 maps. And then you go to a global and you're not even getting your own loot spot. So you're playing from a totally different spot on the map and everything is new. And like I remember like nade lineups, you know, how many nade lineups did you do? And how many times did you get to use them? Like
once.
Once, maybe?
And I missed that nade lineup, I remember.
Dude, we did a compound research like 2 years ago about one compound, and we never got the same zone. We got it like literally like 3 days ago, and we forgot it. Because it happened 2 years ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember us doing a full research, and like we were in game, it's like, what did we say about this? And we forgot, you know what I mean? It's like... It's like, bro, 2 years ago, you know what I mean? It's like, you need to have everything on one spot and always refresh it.
Yeah.
Like, there's like some websites that people use, like to have everything on one place. It's like so big. If you don't have
what is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Yo, Ibiza and Nixzyee, is it called Miro? I think it's called Miro.
Wait, I don't hear it. I don't hear
you. Yeah, it's
that's a good strat. That's a good strat to refresh. That's a really good strat. Actually, I like that because we run into the same problem as Nixzyee just said. Like we ran into it in our PEC finals on day 2, some like mountain line that we were gonna play, and then we had forgot it. Even though we did it like, I think we played it 3 times with Correxy, and every time we played it with Correxy, we got one step deeper into the circle, and deeper, 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 and we're just like progressing this line. We're getting one step further every time. And then it was so long since we played it, we forgot step 1 of how to play it, and we just died on step 1.
Yeah.
Like it's still thing, you know. It's like like we talked about it for so long.
Yeah, and we can't remember.
That's fucked.
Yeah. The same thing happened on the TPP game where we pre-drove and we drove straight into 4 of VP because like nobody was
on the hilltop.
Nobody else remembered that VP is there first in front of us. And all it took was anyone in the comms to remember that VP always plays this from the west compound. And if any one of us had remembered it, we would just stop on a different spot.
Yeah.
But all of you kind of knew, like all of you kind of like took it from us, you know what I mean? Like you saw us do it. So it's like remembering that we are there first. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then like, our coach is just like, when he gets unmuted, he's like, how did nobody remember this? Like, he's like watching the game and he's like instantly like, don't go there, guys. But he can't talk in game, you know?
That is so rough. I swear to God. Like when you see something coming and you know it's not going to work, but you can't do fucking shit about it. It's so bad.
Like having a co-IGL is like so important in PUBG. It's like imagine you have a setup zone 1 and then you have to talk about every single zone, and you as an IGL are thinking like about zone 3 already, you know? Like if you're talking about the spot, you're talking about further and further, you know what I mean? That's why you pre-drive for the certain spots. It's like you say it's like, oh, okay, for this zone we do this, for this zone we do this, you know what I mean? And if someone didn't catch it, didn't say it, it's like that's why co-IGL can help a lot. And that's why like Correxy and Luca like helped me a lot, just because like they remember this shit, you know, because they're like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so big to have like a really good co-IGL with you. It's like very important. That's why I think like, for example, Battlelands and Lu, like in game, if you see what they do, like they're very synced in game, you know what I mean? That's why they, like maybe Batu can sometimes frag out. Like if you, like sometimes Batu can frag out or Lu can frag out because one took the job over him. Like for example, I can sometimes frag out because I know that Luca and Correxy can do the game plan when I don't have to, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
It's so good to have like a good Co-IGL, in my opinion. It's like Co-IGL and IGL is like the main two things. And then, of course, you have a good kill feed. It's add even more. Like, boom, like, we asked, like, Beamy, how many up for this team? Like, oh, this team is 3 man, this team is 2 man. It's, like, so easy to make a plan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that's why every team consists of, like, the IGL and the co-IGL. And then you kind of want the kill feed guy, but there really only exists, like, one kill feed guy in EU, and it's Beamy.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't Fex kind of good at kill feed too?
Fex is good at kill feed too, but I think all of us got laser. I mean, it's basically just me and Fex who do kill feed on our team, but Fex is better than me, and since matchlog comes, I think it becomes like don't have to always look at it, can check it later until you can't.
Yeah. And then it's fucked.
Basically. Yeah.
Like, Beamy is so good at it, bro. It's like,
I feel like Beamy probably doesn't even fucking enter his matchlog.
Bro, I don't think he does either.
He removed it from everything. He removed it from the game files.
But the thing with Beamy is like, he doesn't even like, not only kill feed, he knows like positions
where they are, and that's different.
Like for me to be able to like to catch kill feed and like teams and then talk about the zone is like impossible. Like, bro, my brain would like overload, you know what I mean? It's like so good to have like Beamy, you know, in the team. It's like also like I remember Scoom said when he was with UK, he was like, bro, like having Beamy, it's insane in the team, you know what I mean? Because he was coaching UK. He was like, having Beamy is like insane difference in the team already, you know? Like imagine you don't know what to do, and then Beamy is just like, boom, this team is fighting a 2-man. You know what I mean? They have 2 knocks. It's like, it's 2v2. Like, it can save the game so hard. Like,
you just drive through the zone and go to that side.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. It's insane.
I think that's the hardest part about the kill feed tracking, because I think a lot of people who practice it can do it good, but it is being able to gather your thoughts and remember where every team is, and then making, like, literally realizing, okay, this team was fighting here, circle 1, and they wiped this team. Now I see them fighting over here with another team, and then you kind of like, you're only basing this off of sound, not always with your eyes. You don't always see where a team is fighting. You hear a Dragonol, see 2 knocks with Dragonol. You have to like make a game plan in your head. Okay, this is where they went. This is what's happening right now. And you're like half guessing and half knowing, but it can save the game so hard if you just.
It's such a
basically
dangerous thing
guessing
as
a lot in
well,
this
right?
game.
Like,
because when the read is like wrong and you like keep committing on it and you get more info and you add that on top of the read that you already have, and then it's just
you start second guessing.
Oh
yourself,
fuck!
like,
It's a completely different team. We just drove into the fucking 4-man, you know.
For example, yesterday on Tego, we were in Songam and 2 men on the bike crashed us north of Songam, and we we're like, we knew Twisted is 2 men, so I'm like, oh, it should be Twisted. We saw 2 people on the bike. We didn't hear anything else. And then Beamy is like, no, Twisted was fighting this team. You know, on the other side of them, I was like, it cannot be them. I was like, okay. And we knew that this team is only 2 men, so it's like, okay, there's more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a 3-man, but we only saw 2. It's like,
Yeah, but then if you don't have Beamy, then you're like, oh, it has to be Twist. And then there's one guy already ratting and one guy crashing late, and you just die or something, right? Like, because those, if you have to make the reads, but like a wrong read costs you so much.
Yeah.
IGLing and kill feed is everything in this game.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm never impressed by players who don't communicate.
Yeah.
Like, you have all these fraggers who basically don't talk on their teams. There's a lot of CIS fraggers. It just doesn't impress me. When I hear the comms of the teams who have the fragger, you only hear 3 guys talking.
Yeah.
In like their comms. I think like Diffex
I mean,
talks very little.
Like that.
Example talks a little bit, but not. I think he talks more than Diffex at least. But yeah, like I'm never impressed by these players just because of their stats stuff. Because I always think that if I was playing on a team and not talking, I could do exactly the same. Because you're literally just putting all your focus into shooting people, and it's so easy. Yeah. It's the most easy role in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, I was watching Jeemzz, like, for example, Jeemz's structure in the team, like, FaZe structure in the team is, like, way, it's way different than ours, kind of, in IGLing time, in the IGLing terms, because I was watching his game, and he didn't shoot a bullet for 25 minutes, because he was droning in the map all the time. Like, it's insane to me. It's like, bro,
it was
like,
the second last game, right?
Yes, how is he supposed to get any damage? But meanwhile, you see Hakatori farming from the roof, 800 damage already, you know what I mean? While Jeemzz is like proning the entire fucking time. It's like, you know
it was actually, it was the game that ended, it ended in the field south of Jasna. I think second last game of the PEC qualifiers that we just played, of the PGS qualifiers we just played.
Yeah,
and
but I
that whole
snaked to
game,
second place.
yeah, and that whole game, my whole, I was just scouting, didn't shoot a bullet the whole game, I think, until like phase 7, and then we just died. I didn't even get a chance to shoot the whole game.
Yeah.
I was on match log and in my scope on my DMR, whole game for 25 minutes, didn't shoot a single bullet.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes how it is to IGL. I mean, it depends on your team and how you do it, but like, but that's how it
in our
was that
team.
game.
It's not like that. In our team, like Luca would take over corrective where, because I would just like frag out. You know what I mean? So it's like a little bit different in our team than yours. Like in your team, it seems like it's you like 90%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you only saw one game.
Yeah, of course, one game. But I'm just saying, I'm just basing off that one game.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that there's different structures and a lot of them work, right? But they're so different. And like you said, stats are fake. I think you can only compare stats between people who have the same playstyle, who have the same role on the team. Like, if you're the guy holding the back and doing kill feed, then you can compare it to somebody who does the same shit. But then it might still be different because one of you is actually giving a lot of input about what you can do with that kill feed, and the other guy is just counting numbers or something, right? And then it like immediately becomes impossible to compare.
Yeah, in PUBG, there's so many variables of roles and team structure. It's like you will never have a same two players. Never. Like, for example, look at, I'm just going to compare Tiggleton and Beamy. Yeah? They're both anchors. They're both Killfeed guys, you know what I mean? But they're like...
so different.
They're different, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One does one thing more than the other, you know what I mean? It's like you never have same people in the, like, in the PUBG, you know?
Yeah.
That's why you... Yeah. Structure is important.
And that's like the game you mentioned as well. That was the game where I was anchoring, and my main role is not to anchor either. It's like my second role. Gustav is our main anchor, but that game I happen to be anchoring, and it doesn't make sense to swap in that game. And so you just don't get to shoot in an entire game because you're like scouting for your team, and then you're anchoring, and it's just like there's nothing to shoot at, only taking info.
I mean, it's also like if you're pro in all match, people just gonna like pass you, you know what I mean? So you just become naturally like an anchor because you're just proning watching map and match log. So
yeah. And then you have to fucking stand up and 1v1 a Hakatori who's been shooting his guns the entire game, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah, like if I had to 1v1 any player that game in the end game, I probably would have lost it, honestly. I didn't shoot my gun for over half an hour.
Really
and then
hard.
we're in the last circle.
Yeah.
And then imagine game before that, you've been spectating for 30 minutes because you died early game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, 1 hour of absolutely nothing have to be that important 1v1. It's just...
Yeah.
That's probably how the people playing versus BetBoom yesterday felt. When BetBoom has been third place on game 1, and then they won every...
Second.
Second, yeah. And then they won every game after that. So they've been playing almost non-stop compared to these players.
Yeah.
So every time someone is fighting BetBoom is fully warmed up.
Yeah.
All the players
fully
are warmed
confident,
up. Yeah.
Not giving any fucks anymore. Yeah.
I was rewatching their games literally yesterday on stream for 2 hours. Like, I was just 2x speed. And I cannot believe how lucky they got on that military bridge game.
Because someone was camping them.
No, listen to this. ROC camping bridge. Ascend camping on the moon rocks above it, seeing the cars. And BetBoom drives past 2 teams. Full camping, literally full setup camps. They didn't lose anyone. They come to the edge. Third party in the compound. Get a free edge. Boom, game is won. You know what I mean? Of course, they played it good after that. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so insanely low. And then I look at that game, I'm like, what did I get out of this game? Don't get camped. Like, that was literally my only thing.
Yeah.
Don't get camped. But like, nice. Don't get camped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, Rock didn't kill anyone when BB drove across.
No, they didn't.
And you said Ascend saw the cars of Rock, right?
Yes.
And that's why you were asking me, like, what is Ascend doing? Why aren't they...
Yeah, I'm like, why is Ascend just not watching the cars?
Yeah.
So here I'm like, Brexco is marking the cars. He saw the cars. And I'm like, okay, like, surely BB just dies here. And look at this. Like, Ascend just starts moving. Like, look at Ascend. they start moving away.
Yeah.
I'm like,
why?
what?
Yeah.
What the fuck just
They
happened?
were literally just about to drown.
BB just has plot armor, bro. Like everything just goes for them. I don't know.
And then they drove on the Navi guy best of his. Look at this, like, bro, because they almost killed him here. They almost killed him, and this guy was probably like rezzing or something.
He was trying to res, yeah.
It's like, bro, and then look at this after. Bro,
yeah, and then the compound crash.
Yeah, and then oh my god, like what?
Yeah.
And then look at the next round. Like,
yeah.
Not this one, the one next to the one after. Like full hard shift on northeast. Like look at this. Like okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like okay.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's like
it happens.
It's PUBG. Yeah, it's PUBG.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in PUBG, in tournament, the zone should always come back in 18 games. Like yes, you're unlucky in like let's say 12 games. But the zone you should get like semi-fed in other 6.
Yeah.
Like it's always like this. Like yes, you can blame the zone, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think in my opinion, you're only allowed to blame the zone if that cost you the tournament win. You're not allowed to say like, oh, we didn't qualify because of bad zone.
Cost us the top 8.
Yeah, cost us like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're only allowed to blame the zone if you're like about to win the tournament or like to get top 5 or something. Yeah, like okay, you know what I mean. But if you didn't qual, you are not allowed to flame the zone, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean
that's why I was like surprised when I don't know, this like a whole BB drama and everything. Like it looks like they're all flaming like GK for camping them, but like they didn't camp you every single game, bro. Like you're not allowed. Like not allowed. You can't just say like they ruined your games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how it looks. I don't know if they really mean that or like they're just scoping for themselves. But
I didn't even see that. I just saw like Nail Cop or something flaming GK. I didn't even see the BB.
There's a giga drama.
What about this
right now?
What about this match?
Wait.
What is this?
The last game of EWC last year. Yeah, look at Sonics here. It's kind of lucky as well, like you said. Like this, I feel like this only happens in internationals. They start like a fight here, right?
Yeah, Cerberus.
Yeah, look, they start a fight here. One of Cerberus is knocked. They have another team right here, AGG.
Yeah. I
H1 gets like he's get like super lucky. He's like 1 HP here. He should have been knocked. I think if he was knocked, that could have been enough for the other team to go here.
Yeah.
But since right now they've only seen 3 Cerberus knocks in the kill feed, they are just like
this is not a third party.
Yeah. And if H1 was knocked here, there's a chance they might have done something on it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
it's also so rare that Cerberus will like miss shots on a drive-by like that, right? Like H1 gets like
get away with that.
Gets away with that, which he normally never would.
This is also the first time we play with new Stalber.
Yeah.
And it's the last game of the tournament I'm almost about to win.
Yeah.
And you're playing new Stalber, and Zergo just fucking yoinks away. Yeah. Now if I play the zone, I think I could cook up a play that could work, potentially.
Yeah.
It's still really hard, no? Like, my idea is you can fight teams in front of you, but then you have so many teams trying to do the same thing, right? Everybody's trying to fight their edge, and everybody's trying to just stay alive.
Yeah.
Fighting people in the last game is...
Yeah.
You run a third party on the last game, so you don't want to be the first one in on the last game of the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, we also come down to like, this is a new style where you didn't play it, but also it's like, like Rondo just came out, you know what I mean? And we're practicing it 1 game per day, while Korea is practicing 6 games of Rondo per day. And we're like, there was scrims. There was scrims this week. Circle happened Southwest. Yes, you went into replay and checked like the lines, but I never saw the circle in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this first time playing. Imagine this happened at PGC last game, last day. You know what I mean? Like theorize it. It's like I don't know what to do. Yeah, and then who can you blame? And I'm like, why are we even playing 1 game of Rondo when the map just came out and it's competitive? I'm like, it's so insane to me that like the pro players, because they put a vote on the fucking Discord. Sorry, language. On the Discord, they're putting on the Discord a vote if we should play 1 or like 2 or 3 Rondo per game. per day, and so, like teams are voting no. Like, I'm sorry, that has to be some like IQ, you know what I mean? Like IQ being lower or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that has to be some like IQ, you know what I mean? Like IQ being lower or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I refuse to believe that.
When that vote came out, people were saying like, oh, if we play too much Rondo, people are gonna start trolling. And I was like, what? Like,
why?
Why is that the reason? Trolling? I remember that. I think it was, I don't know. I think it was a doozy or someone that, like, somebody said like, oh, but people will troll if we're only playing Rondo. And I was like, we played 2 Rondos for a while, I think, no? In Europe? I think we played 2 for a while.
Yeah.
And we could have played like 3 and it would have been totally fine, I think. But then there was just a lot of other teams who, I guess, made roster changes. So they wanted to play like normal maps with the new lineup and stuff.
Meanwhile, Korea was playing 6 per day in a separate scrim block and then having normal scrim blocks.
Yeah.
So
and nice, like I'm playing against, and what Jeemzz said, like I'm playing against Gumin that played 900 random matches, and I'm playing like with 100 random matches. I'm like, like of course he's gonna know every single line, the detail, because it happened 5 times when he played it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nice.
Nixzyee's playing his 31st Rondo map internationally, and Gumin has played 150 Rondo maps on LAN already. It's like
also, so PWS is like what?
1 million
100
games.
matches or something.
Same for PCL.
You think that the Asian teams would dominate more with how much more they play, but for some reason they don't.
Yeah.
So it is weird like that, though.
But this comes up like every second podcast where everybody agrees that like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that they're not stomping the fuck out of Europe and Americas and everything.
It doesn't actually.
It doesn't make sense. Especially China and Korea, because the money there is crazy compared to here, and the amount of LAN games they play and the amount of competitive games they play. It's crazy. It's weird.
I don't really know what it is. Maybe they just see the game differently and they maybe like focus on the wrong things. I don't really know what
it's hard to say. I remember, I was really surprised when we went to, was it PGS 5 and 6 ages ago, like
Thailand?
Yeah, like we had a bad year, but then we played a good PEC fall. We went to those PGSs. And I think like at the start of that year, there was like the land ratio changes on Miramar, where a lot of what was land ratio before wasn't any longer a land ratio. And then at the end of the year, we went to PGS, and I watched like over the shoulder of Gumin, where they looked at a Los Leones game, and they were confused that there was no land ratio.
Bro.
And I was just like, guys, like you're like at the top level. You're playing for fucking KDF, you know, you're dominating your region, and you don't know land ratio? Like, what the fuck how does that work?
Did you know that DNF didn't know that there's no 2 planes on Rondo on this EWC?
They still printed out like the drop map with the different teams.
Look at it. So it was like we were standing in a line. So it was Twisted, DNF, us. Yeah. And I see DNF guys writing on the side of the paper like the teams. You know what I mean? And Butland's just like, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? And he's like, there's no 2 planes, and he didn't believe him. And then he asked me, "Is like, can you tell me there's no 2 planes?" I'm like, "How do you not know this?" You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was DNF too. So it's funny.
They need an analyst right now. They need like a numbers cruncher. It was the same. I had like a weird situation with the TSM guys with Woodley back then, because I was printing out the drop maps and I saw him printing out the Rondo drop maps, and he had like teams marked differently. And I was like, that's a nice way of visualizing it. And he looked at me and he's like, he didn't want to tell me that there was 2 play, or like that he knew what teams were in the 2 planes or something. I was just like, bro, like everybody knows, chill. Like, this is not a secret anymore. Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't think stuff like that is good for the game, by the way. I don't think like, I mean, the Rondo planes were in the patch notes, right? I think that you should just fucking know, even But then some other stuff like figuring out what teams are in which plane, and that Miramar land ratio changed all of a sudden. That isn't something you should have to figure out. Because what the fuck do you do if you're a tier 2 or tier 3 team? You don't have a guy who does drop maps for you. you're just gonna take months longer than other teams to figure out what's going on, and it's just
like, imagine like knowing why does it shift away from Hacienda back in the day. Yeah, because there's a rock below it. Below the actual like the Hacienda. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like that should never be a thing.
But how do you like the water treatment land ratio is like, why the fuck would it shift away from water treatment? You know, like you don't think that's a thing until you just look at drop maps.
We on FaZe Clan had Co-IGL with his circle program when this happened. So he just like he just compared the API from like, what was it like? It changed like 2024, I think. The land ratio.
I think 2023 actually. Yeah, because I wasn't coaching 2024 anymore, so it must have been 2023.
Yeah, so it was like when it changed, like he just took the previous year API of the games and compared it to the year we were playing in, and you could just draw the circle around on his like program. You can buy it from Co-IGL if you guys want to. free marketing, and I could just see that all the shifts had changed on so many different parts of the map.
Yeah.
And so many people didn't know, and we just like kept it a secret because we knew, because we had Co-IGL.
Yeah.
And I saw people even we played some LAN where the circle shifted on top of the Monte rock, and people were complaining because they were sitting north of Monte. They were complaining like for remakes to fix this.
It was FaZe playing open qualifiers this year. FaZe was playing with like Intense and like Cappy and Marsalek or something on Formulation Gaming, and he was POV streaming, and they were like, "Oh, circle comes to us. It's gonna go northeast of Monte." And everybody in his chat was like, there was like 5 pros in his chat, like, what the fuck? Like, it's 2024, but it's 2025, bro. Like, this doesn't happen anymore.
I remember, Jeemzz, you guys had a drive ready.
Yeah, we had a pre-drive ready for the zone.
Yeah, from below the rocks. I saw it.
Yeah. and
it
it's
happened
like
back-to-back games, right? Same exact zone.
Yeah. And like, I don't want to be that guy, because of course we could prepare more for this because we had Co-IGL's programming. But also, if you're just watching a lot of Twires, you would understand that something is up.
Yeah. Like, but it's so much harder. It's so free if you just have a guy that has a program. Like, it doesn't have to be as good as Co-IGL's, which obviously it's nice to have, but like, literally just look at where all the phase 4s go in comparison to where the phase 3 was, and then you're like, wait, they suddenly go all around Monte. Like, like all this weird stuff all this weird stuff isn't happening anymore. But it's so much faster than having to see the first scrim game around Los Leones that goes to the rock, and then being like, oh, this happens all the time now. I have to find more games and stuff. Like,
then a month later, it's been happening for a month, and a month later you might be like figuring it out.
Yeah. But you still don't know. For example, like Rondo, for example, I think is completely fucked with its like, it made like crazy amounts of spots that have land ratio and that have like prio over each other. But you have to fucking guess what rock is more prio, what lake is more prio than this rock, or is maybe the lake deep enough, so now it's actually like...
That's what we giga improved from Corexy, because Corexy like studied this Rondo shit, and I'm like always like, Corexy, where does the song go? He knows everything. I don't even understand how. He waypoints the playable, unplayable. And I'm like, okay, this should go here. And he's like, no, it comes back.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
The thing with Rondo is there's so many different rocks and so much water next to the rocks that you have to know what is the first prio. Because there is more than just one rock, you know?
Yeah.
There's like the zone east of Jiaotin, for example, that always ends on the compounds there.
Yeah.
You have water in that zone. Yeah. You have the stadium hill. You have these massive rocks.
There's the stadium water where you're like, oh, is this water? Is this not water? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
It's so hard. And it's like... Yeah. And then this new thing happened where I think that the zones fuck up more, right? Like, there's more zones that don't follow the normal prio nowadays than there used to be. Like, I remember it was Nations Cup, you know, the zone... northwest of Stadium, where there's the really tall rocks, but there's also a fat river on the north, and it's like, okay, it can end on the rocks a lot because it has to go away from the water first, and then Nations Cup comes around and it just shifts into the water, and I'm just like, this doesn't make sense. This is not how the last 400,000 games have gone. Like, why is this happening now? And
people often just boil it down to saying that like the algorithm couldn't, or the machine or whatever you call it, couldn't draw that circle, but who the
that's
fuck
the
knows?
theory, right? It's like it draws 30 circles, but if none of those circles follow the land ratio, then it just picks a random one or something like that is the kind of the theory. And My theory is that they somehow changed it to draw 20 instead of 30. So now it fucks up more than it used to be. But like even that takes you a while to fucking figure out, you know?
Yeah, and even if it draws 20 circles or 30, and it draws so many bad circles that it has to pick the worst one almost. Yeah. What's the chance of it drawing so many bad circles?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. That has to be so low.
Yeah.
That's probably why it only happened like once.
Yeah. But this circle happens now, where it just goes to the water there.
It just still happens? Oh, okay. Then
it's just rare.
Then I don't know how it works. Does it generate pixel by pixel? Like, I don't know how it works.
I think what it does at this, I know what it does, or I know what some of the circle algorithm does, is where it picks a new center. That's a reason. There's a really complicated explanation for that, but that's the reason why it doesn't shift to the center as much as you would think it does. Because it can go left and right of the center, and it can go up and down. So on average, it's just going to go more into those directions than stay at the center. Yeah. And that's why you get more hardships. But, sorry, yeah?
How much is the difference though? Is it like meter by meter? Like, does it X and Y change meter by meter? Or like, how does it change? I
think centimeters. Like the PUBG unit that it spits out when you look at API shit is always in centimeters.
But if it generates 20 circles, it could generate like, if it's by centimeters, it could generate 20 on the one rock.
No one knows.
You know what I mean?
It could. Nobody knows. That's the problem.
Maybe
really
it
generates 100 circles, and that's why it's really rare that it fucks up or whatever. I don't know. I really don't. But I think there's no way, like, it's just gonna spit out random coordinates. Like, it's not gonna say, oh, I need to pick from different areas of the map or something like that. I don't know. But who knows? Like, some people say that the phase 9 gets decided in phase 1. Like, some people say it does all the circles from the very start, so it's all decided already. But if you can access that, then you're hacking the game. But no one really knows, and I think it's fine that we don't know how the algorithm works. It's not fine that the land ratio changes and you just don't know unless you spend money on a guy that looks at thousands or hundreds of thousands of games.
I'm pretty sure Co-IGL said that it's impossible to make a program that can predict the circles.
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible to create a cheat that can predict the circles in game. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know how it works there.
There was one thing, right? They implemented a feature in custom games where you can show where the game's going to end. Like, it puts a little flag on where phase 9 is going to be. That's the only thing that makes me think maybe there's a way, because if PUBG put that functionality in the game, then maybe there's a way you can get to that functionality, you know?
I mean,
but it might just be turned off if you don't put that.
Can you make a...
I think you need to access the game files for that, but I think accessing game files,
like the server,
it's like you can get caught very easy, I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's the hardest part. It's like accessing game files, and I don't think, unless you're a cheater, like, actually that doesn't play the game, like, unless you're I don't think a pro player or like someone that works for a pro player would like access game files like that.
You reminded me of something funny now, because I remember being on one of these events last year, or was it 2 years ago, and there was this girl admin working there, and we had to log in on this website to get our UI and stuff, and this admin had to do it for you. So she had to log in on this website with the username and the password, and then drag your config
settings.
file to the desktop, and then log out. And then when I was sitting there in my chair and she was doing it, she just wrote the username and the password in the browser, so I saw it all.
So you just knew.
So I logged in right after, and I saw LAN client files, all kinds of shit in there. There was so much shit, and I was just like, what if I give this to Co-IGL? I wonder what he could do with this shit.
Just give him the LAN client, see what he can do with it.
Maybe he can cook up some circles or something. I don't know.
When was this, Jeemzz? Before or after WSC?
Well,
that was funny though. An admin literally wrote a username and a password in the fucking...
I think you told me the password. I'm pretty sure you told me the password. It's just you can just do it yourself.
Yeah, you can just put in the config file yourself, basically.
Because you had to wait for them to do everything, Yeah,
when they have one person in charge of one password, and there's 64 players who need it.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna
"Can I get my
somebody's
settings?"
gonna play 15 minutes more than somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the first guy who gets the password can play, warm up for an hour. Well, you're unlucky, you're the last guy, you're just sitting there for half an hour and you can't play the game.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know what is the difference though, but after EWC, after you died, you could play training mode. But at VSPO, you cannot play training mode. So I don't really know. Like they say it's gonna crash the server if you go in training mode always. But then at EWC, everyone just did it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is actually like? I don't know. Is it server stability from each from VSPO versus the EWC crew, or like how does it work? Like why are we not able to play training mode?
I think at PGS when I was still there, they also said we can't do it, and other teams would just do it, and the server wouldn't crash at all. Like it was just they were just scared, so they were like, "Fuck the players, just don't let them."
Maybe
it's just a VSPO thing. I remember other teams were doing it, and I was like, "Guys, like you can't tell us that this is not allowed, and then let other teams do it. Like this is fucked up."
This is where Jeemzz would just do it if he saw someone else do it.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the mentality you learn, because if you do shit and you don't ask, you can do it, but if you ask, it's not allowed.
That's what I learned being on many PUBG lands. You just do shit, and then you rather take the warning than not do it and be cold for the game.
I hated it so much, but it was the only way to like survive. Because if you ask,
the only way to survive.
They never say yes. Even if they don't understand the question, they will just say no. And it was like so fucked.
Yeah, like literally, like on EWC, we didn't allow they didn't allow us to use monitor arms because it was it was like bad monitor stands because it was sponsored monitors. So I'm like, okay, am I allowed to use an EWC box so I can lift like the stand so I can put my hand under it? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, call the admin.
Yeah.
He literally called the admin. I am explaining him, showing the video that other game did it, and he's like, okay, you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But first he says no.
If I don't call the admin, but if I don't call the admin, he's gonna say no. Like, and then I what? Like, I have to play like differently. I'm like, no, like just give me the admin. You know what I mean? Like if they can do it in Siege, why couldn't I do it in PUBG? You know what I mean?
I hated it so much because I always ended up being the one fighting the admins all the time, and I didn't want to fucking do that. Like, I'm not there to fucking fight with people and tell them what to do. Like, I was there to help my team and to have a good time.
Yeah.
And then all I fucking do is yell at this guy that we don't have our settings yet. We didn't get to warm up. I don't fucking know. Yeah. He told us we could get our food now, but then we come back and we don't have internet, so we can't download our settings. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, but we gave you internet while you were having food." And it's like these constant bullshit arguments that I didn't want to fucking have. Yeah. But you had to fight for everything.
Yeah, the reason why I think it's like that is because they have so many people above them. Yeah. It's like there's a guy above them.
The guy you talk to has no rights to do anything. Yeah. And he's not competent to do anything because it's his first fucking PUBG event that he does. Yeah. 90% of the time.
Just a messenger.
Yeah.
It's literally it's just a messenger who doesn't know how a computer works. That's how my experience with all the admins have always been. Yeah. Occasionally you get some really like cool admins though. In Malaysia we got a semi-pro player. His name was it Janks or Jax?
Yeah, we had a really cool one in Malaysia as well. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When you actually have an admin who understands PCs, and who understands the game,
it's crazy.
Fuego experience.
Yeah, so good.
You know what is also a problem in some? I'm not gonna say where and who. It's like sometimes they replace your PC, and then because it doesn't work, and then your PC, because other had the issue because they don't have enough PCs. Your PC, the bad one, gets to the other guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like nice. I just got a PC that something else doesn't work. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like,
so it's like,
bro. Yeah, I have so many bad memories of like fighting with admins. It's actually so bad. Like you get a PC and then one of the PCs is just fucked. Your FPS is just terrible. And then you show them like, oh, I have 80 FPS in TDM. My teammate has 240. My PC is fucked. And they're like, you can test it in Scrim later. And you're like, bro, like, look at this. Like, it's fucked. And they're like,
maybe it's your monitor.
Yeah.
That one I've heard before.
We'll test it later.
Or it's a cable.
And then you show them in scrims and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll switch it out tonight and you can play on good PC tomorrow. And then you come back the next day, PC's not switched, of course. And they're like, yeah, maybe we can switch it after scrims. And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna give up 2 days of warming up, practicing, scrimming, because...
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Sure. Yeah.
I already don't want to go PGS now, Kovo.
Jeemzz, have you ever They went to the different setup, and it was the XMP was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people enter their BIOS.
So much. It happened so much. I'm like, okay, bro. Like,
bro, fucking Corexy overclocked his PC at one of these events. It's so funny because technically you're not allowed to enter BIOS, but every player enters their BIOS when there's no admins around because there's no admins around. So like people enter their BIOS, turn on XMP profile, turn on like some CPU, like not overclock,
some
but
RAM.
Like some shit, you know. And then like there is a risk of you like crashing when you overclock. But Corexy was really smart, so he went in a custom game and spawned 1,000 cars and blew them all up and didn't crash. So then he was like, "This probably works." And then he overclocked all our PCs.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's the game. The game is the game.
You know why? You know why? Because you're allowed to enter. You're allowed to play at your setup at 12. Security comes at 4.
Yeah.
Like, and
you
there's
can do whatever
nothing
you want.
in between 4.
Yeah.
You can go out in, do like. You can have a buzzer, bro, under your table. They will
never do everything,
check it.
bro. Like, we don't have to talk about security. Like, even at PGS, they were like, you know, every player has to go out. I take all their phones. They go back on stage. And I'm like, oh, can I go back on stage now? I'm coach. And they're like, yeah. And I go to the metal scanner. And he's like, no, coach, it's fine. So I go to the fucking stage with 17 phones in my pocket. I could give them anything. I can like... I can give fucking Killy his AirPods Pro and he can just put one below his headset and then I can just talk to him the whole game if I want to. You know, like the security was like never a thing.
Co was in the back room like, Killy, go take that compound right now. Fast, hurry up.
Every coach around me is like, guys.
No, but it's like, imagine with the buzzer, bro. Like, imagine you're pre-driving and like, it's like, and you're just like, oh, it's taken. It's so easy, actually, you know what I mean? If you don't care.
Dude, the TeamSpeak, the easiest thing to do. Okay, I don't know if I should talk about this, but I went to 3 different LANs and I had to tell the admins about it every single time. At PGS, at Nations Cup, I mean, I went to way more than 3, but like every time I had to tell them, you can record your comms in TeamSpeak and it puts out like a notification. It just says user started recording to all of your people in your channel. So they can just say, I don't know, whatever the signal is this compound free? User started recording, you know?
Yeah.
And if the compound's not free, I just say end the recording immediately and it says user ended recording. And then I just told them this compound's not free. It's so easy. And I had to tell them every single LAN, and it was the same admins. It was like the same people. And I had to, they have to put rules in that you can't have notifications on and like they have to adjust the TeamSpeak. But they never fucking did it if I didn't tell them. Like, it was...
That's the funny part, though, is like usually a head admin will come and say that like you cannot have sound on your TeamSpeak or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you go through it in a briefing. And then the actual admin behind you doesn't know. Like he knows most of the rules, but he doesn't know every little specific. So I could say like, oh, I need to restart TeamSpeak because I cannot hear Gustav.
Yeah.
I restart TeamSpeak, and right before I restart it, I turn on the sound again, and I can still hear you starting your recordings.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I would honestly, when I'm done with this game, I would just love that somebody just comes forward and be like, yeah, like we cheated every event. I would fucking love for people to just, I wouldn't even care, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. I think it's like completely possible. Like, completely possible.
It's very possible.
Every single event I've been to, you could have cheated if you wanted to.
Yeah. Like Jeemzz and me, Jeemzz and I found the bug in the game. Remember, James, that you can shoot through the window?
Yeah.
Imagine if we kept it to ourselves. Like, there is literally a bug where you, on a angle, can shoot through the window. You can see, they cannot see you, they cannot shoot you. And we told the admins, like, yeah, this is a bug. Like, fix this, you know, do something about it. Imagine if we just kept it secret.
Yeah.
I would literally, people would be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you remember the bug when you could teleport through the floor in the glass building on Miramar? You could be in the bottom floor and you jump on the little wheels and then you could just teleport through, and then somebody did it online and said like, oh, it was an accident, guys. I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, an accident. Happy accident.
Yeah, happy accident. Worked pretty nicely. I think
let's clear this house, guys.
Yeah.
Throw a stone above me.
On the tires, right? It was something with tires.
Yeah.
It's like boxes or something,
You jump on the tires, I think, and then you just jump a few times and you just glide through the roof into the next floor. Like, super stupid.
Oh, this game.
Yeah. I like, you know, I miss being on a team. I don't miss going to events as a coach, because it's just, I was like, all these little things, like I would try to take them on myself and be the one fighting with the admins, so my players don't have to. Yeah. And I ended up like so frustrated and angry every event.
That's what my manager looked to me also. He's like, I'm here to fight the admins, not you. Yeah. And then I still flamed them because everything just takes longer when you have to have another guy doing it.
Yeah. I remember like even like I had to like whenever we went to Nations Cup, we would tell the translators at the start that like, we're not mad at you if we fucking yell at you. We're just like, you have to translate for us, you know? Like, like, please don't think that we're angry at
But that's funny too, because the translator will feel
like, they get all your fucking emotions. Like, it's a shit job for them too.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah.
PUBG, bro.
I don't know. PUBG land.
Imagine now PUBG even like, they're announcing a tournament, Masters 5, after the qualifiers are done.
They just like
what?
But it's
like, imagine FaZe, like Jeemzz said, like a few of his players didn't care about TPP that much. Imagine if they knew that there was a tournament or something at the end of the year, maybe they would care more, you know?
If there's a 250k prize pool tournament after, like maybe somebody would be like, maybe I'll try a little bit harder, you know?
200k, but
okay.
I think, I'm not sure if there is actually like, I think they're basically going to invite based on the performance in Masters West and stuff, but they didn't say that it was, because they just, they're inviting all the GPTs and then like inviting some regional teams.
I don't know if you saw, but they invited him as the team already. There's a confirmation on Facebook that they got invited already to Masters 5, like anyone's legend. Like,
even though it's not, even though their Masters isn't even over yet.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be based on like popularity probably. It's like for a fun event.
But like maybe now they just invite BB, right? Because they're like, oh holy shit, these guys dominated the West. We have to invite them. Like it could be a thing.
If they would invite BB, they would be like, if they're inviting GPTs, they're like inviting 3 CIS teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like 3 teams of same region, so it's like,
I
don't know how they're gonna base it.
They don't want that. That's a really good point actually. I mean, it's gonna be interesting because it's 10 GPTs invited, right? Then you already have Falcons, so do you care about any other NA team?
English,
no.
Or English even.
Maybe do you take a South American team? I don't know, maybe. But like,
I think Liquid maybe because of Sparking.
Yeah. Like Liquid would be the best team on that list, but like maybe they want South America representation, then they take like Furia or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, let's get Jeemzz in, the legend.
legend of the game.
The one that
all our
admins
said we want Jeemzz, so let's get him. Yeah,
but it'll actually be so funny if FaZe gets invited. Like
that'd be so stupid.
We qualified to one of those Masters, didn't qualify to 2 in a row. Yeah. We played the last chance and qualified to not qualify again. And then if we get invited to this shit, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Just to be
on?
like, literally like, fuck everybody else. We're inviting
FaZe. Be surprised, Jeemzz. Would you be surprised?
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they invited FaZe at all. Like I actually wouldn't. I already said this to my team. It's like, why do I have a feeling they're gonna invite FaZe? It's just like they do something that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So it might happen.
Who knows?
It'd be fucking funny, honestly.
Like it would make sense to have a European team.
I would want though. Honestly, I would really want to go. I actually don't mind TPP that much, but of course, like we still have to play good for this Masters 5. So
VP doesn't get invited now that the GOAT Ibiza is not playing anymore.
True.
Yeah.
Ibiza was the fame on the team.
Bro, I saw Reddit. I saw Reddit post about are you gonna watch next year if it goes TPP, and I saw like 50 comments. And everyone is just flaming TPP.
Yeah.
Like, no, I won't watch.
Yeah.
Like, kind of crazy. It's so much hate. Like
this event though, this Masters 5 that they announced really just feels like the transition, no? Right after PGC, you just had the best of the teams in the world playing in FPP. They did it together with PUBG Mobile, which is TPP. And then a week later, here is the last event of the year, the best teams in the world playing TPP. Get ready for next year, you know? Like it feels like it's just
I just hope whatever they decide, honestly I don't really care, I enjoy both, that they just remove other. That's what Jeemzz said. It's like just remove the other, like just remove it completely from the game, bro. Just remove it from the game. Like if imagine they choose TPP now, how am I supposed to practice? Like let's say I want to play ranked and ranked doesn't even pop Like, how am I supposed to practice it? Just remove the entire thing, in my opinion.
Does TPP rank not pop? You checked?
No, I don't think it does. Like, I don't, like, we always played pubs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it pops.
Because I'm not sure. I don't know anyone that plays TPP ranked, but all my homies play FPP, so how would I know, you know?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Because I don't know, what happens to the game if you just say in Europe there's no more FPP? Like, I don't know how that would affect, like, ranked, for example.
I really wonder, yeah.
Because there's a shit ton of people playing TPP pubs, of course. Way more than FPP, I think. Even in Europe, I think it's still more, from what I heard, but who knows? Nobody knows the real numbers. But ranked, for example, yeah, like, I don't know. Is there anybody interested in TPP ranked? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's really hard to predict. It's going to be such a gamble if they do it.
It's a huge, huge fucking gamble. But to be fair, it's not a huge gamble for the game. It's a huge gamble for the esports, right?
Yeah.
And the esports is a tiny part of the game. So maybe they're not like, oh, this is definitely 100% saving the esports, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're like, well, this either saves the esports or it kills it, and we're okay with both outcomes, you know? Maybe that's their kind of mentality.
You know what I think? I have a theory about TPP. It's like, you know when they do these promotions and stuff for like G-Dragon?
Yeah.
Maybe they would get more money if the game was full TPP, because you can see it more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a theory. It's like, it could actually happen, you know, where they're going with TPP because they would get more money for sponsors.
Yeah.
Or like for partnership.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance that TPP players spend more money on the game than FPP players. Also just because there's more. I think there's just more casual players in PUBG than there is tryhard players.
Yeah.
I remember there was a super interesting like post on Twitter like a year ago or what, where somebody just tracked Twitch viewers and just tracked what games they watch. And there's like the hardcore esports side where like CSGO and something is, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valorant is a little bit more on the casual side. Like Valorant players will watch more solo player games and shit. And PUBG was like World of Warcraft, Dead by Daylight, like more like roleplay games. Like PUBG viewers are not like hardcore esports viewers, like not the majority of them. It was super interesting. Like CS players and like CS viewers and PUBG viewers were like on the opposite end of the spectrum, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy for us to forget that because we're fucking esports guys and all we care about is PUBG esports. But that's not the population.
I think honestly that I think like the reason why people hate TPP so much is because pro players complain about it. It's like, I think if pro players like wouldn't complain as much, I think it wouldn't be as much hate in Twitch chat and stuff. Like I saw like, for example, when Falcons died and people were saying, they don't care, it's TPP. Bro, they care. Like I'm 100% sure everyone cares who plays this tournament that they want to win. Everyone wants to win it, you know what I mean? It's competition. If you don't have this thing to win, to win everything against like the other good teams, then I don't know why are you even competing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, of course they care. And it's like, I don't know. Like you just have to like adapt, bro. If the game is going TPP, why like stop crying? You know what I mean? Just, like Twisted Minds, they played. I saw them 4-man grind TPP publics. You know what I mean? They 4-man grind. Have you like? I don't see them like cry anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just get the job done, bro. Just get the job done.
Just lift the fucking boats.
Yeah.
It's
gonna carry the boats. It's just I think you're right. But I think that's also like the perspective of someone who wants to compete and wants to be in esports. And then there's also people who just really like PUBG, right? And they compete. And if you really love PUBG and you feel like TPP is not the PUBG you love, then I think that just makes it really hard. And I get that.
Yeah.
And then you're also like, or a lot of people I get on this podcast are in the position where you can actually make money from this. What if you don't?
Yeah.
What if your biggest achievement this year is making round of 16 or qualifying to PC Spring Finals and getting 12th place, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like this is where you should be like, oh, I can be ahead. I can actually be ahead right now. Like, because this is like a reset point. You know what I mean? Like, if this guy who got his biggest achievement was a round of like 24, whatever, close quals, he will like, when will he make finals and qual to LAN? Yeah. Let's be honest, like probably never. Like let's be honest, probably never. Maybe in like 2-3 years, you know what I mean? But this could be his reset point where the game goes TPP, a lot of people have to relearn it, and he could actually put more time than others, and he could actually have a chance.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, I don't know.
It could
like,
change
this is where it's gonna...
It could change the scene a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it could. It
yeah,
could.
I mean, like, all the pro players right now are still grinding FPP for the rest of the year, and you have now, like, basically, what do you have? Like, fucking 2 months, 3 months maybe, before they're even gonna play TPP.
I mean, you might have 5 months, bro. Like, we start in, like, March and shit, right?
Yeah, like, so, like, if you start right now...
If I was EF, boom, insta TPP, you know what I mean? Like, I would, like, what does EF have to play now? Nothing, you know? It didn't qualify anything. Like, I would just grind TPP if the game goes TPP, actually.
Yeah.
Like, you can be ahead. Like, you can actually be ahead of the most teams. Like, imagine us, FaZe. We're not home for, like, rest of the year. We're behind 3 months. You know what I mean? And we have to play FPP. Like, you can actually be ahead so much if you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just start right now. Because like, game changes a lot. Not a lot. Like, there is some spots that are like much better in TPP, and you just have to relearn that, you know. Like, for example, Vinodai played a spot yesterday in the dips that is like okay in FPP, but it's super good on TPP because no one can run up on you, no one can punish you know what I mean? So like relearning those spots is like what can get you ahead and what can actually like swing you like first two tournaments, you know what I mean? Because you're just ahead. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think there's a chance there.
But most people will probably not think like that. I feel like most people in PUBG don't like TPP and will just be like, fuck this. And if they can make money on the game, I think most people will be like, fuck it, I'll do it 1 more year since I'm getting paid to play video games. And just take that money. After a year, most of those people will probably be gone. Because they didn't work hard enough in their teams and people don't want to play with them anymore. Or they just didn't practice enough and they're basically getting washed because there is people who will play.
Yeah.
And will do what Nixzyee said. And they will be replaced by those people.
Yeah. I think the scene, if it goes TPP, the scene changes a lot. A lot of people leave and a lot of new people come in. Because I think
so.
What PUBG also wants to do is they're not just going to do the same in TPP. Like, I think they're going to push this pretty hard. And there's a good chance there's more events or more prize pools or something because they want to make this big and they want to make this a success. So then if there will be people who say, I don't mind TPP that much. I'm not quitting over this. I'm just going to fucking grind. And those people will replace. Like, if you've been playing PUBG for 7 years and you've had a good career and you just really fucking hate TPP, then like some people are going to quit for sure.
Yeah, of course.
And like Fex, basically. Fex says he's going to quit at TPP.
Yeah. A lot of people say it. But like Jeemzz said, he doesn't know if he can continue because he loves competing and he loves being the best, but he hates TPP. And he would feel like he's betraying his teammates because like his whole passion would just be gone. And he's like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. You know?
Yeah. And he basically makes sense to try, right?
Yeah.
If I was in Jeemz's situation, I feel like I just try a year and with him and I just give it my all. And if you really fucking hate it, then you just tell your teammates ahead of time that I'm probably quitting in like 5 months. Figuring out a replacement.
I think that's what I don't think there's very few people who will immediately quit, especially at the top level. There's a lot of people who are going to say like, I don't know about this, but I'll try it. And then after a few months, after a year, then you're going to see like the people wash out who don't want it enough, for sure.
I guess I just see it differently. It's like, for me, it's like you play the game for FP for so long. I feel like change is like good sometimes, you know what I mean? It can reignite something in you, you know what I mean? I guess I just see it differently than others. Like, I have actually fun playing TPP right now because I'm learning. Like, I'm learning like the peaks. I'm learning like, I still sometimes like make a mistake where I don't change the FPP, you know? It's like fun learning experience for me right now. I don't know. Maybe
that's the
mindset. With time it's gonna change. With time it's gonna change because I'm just gonna get abused in TPP, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me right now, like of course I enjoy TPP. I would say I enjoy TPP more in like learning type of thing, but I don't know yet if I enjoy it more in competitive because teams are just bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I feel like I'm ahead of the curve like right now, you know what I mean? Because I just played it so much more than the others. So it's like for me it's like kind of fun right now. But if everyone is gonna learn what I know, it's like, is it gonna be as fun then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know that, so I can't say if I would enjoy TPP more than FP.
Maybe it will be fun for you for like a year, and then everyone like reaches their max on TPP knowledge, you know, and then it becomes unenjoyable.
Yeah, it could easily become that.
Yeah,
I think
we'll see.
I think TPP is like that because TPP against bad players is fucking fun. TPP
It's
against
really
good
fun.
players is not very fun.
No.
Yeah.
And I think it can quickly become that, but that doesn't like
But I think I saw a situation from VP yesterday in TPP games. I didn't get to see it from your POV though, or from the people who killed you. But I believe it was a Tego game. You were sitting in a dip in a field, right? Then you decided to run on a warehouse, right?
Yeah.
And there's a guy there, right?
Because there was zero. No. So I mean that's just something I need to relearn. Is like, if I don't see presence, there's no one. Like if I'm looking at something, like I'm over the ridge, I'm like looking at it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I'm going. Like, but like that's just me being dumb, you know what I mean?
But we had the same when we started playing TPP.
Still saw a stun or something, you know what I mean? But I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna run. And I just die from a guy from win or die looking over the ridge, you know what I mean? Because I can just see that I have to peek me. And I just die crossing full open to win or die. Meanwhile, this in FPP would have worked. 100%. It would have worked in FPP because they have to pick the ridge. Like the timing is like, you can easily find the timing in FPP in like some open crosses, you know what I mean? But in TPP, you won't really find that. That's what something you need to relearn like a lot. And it will take time for sure.
We had those situations too in TPP where we're like, we just have a feeling after so long time that this is free. Let's just go now. Let's just run over the road. All of you die insta.
Yeah.
And then it's like, basically the difference in TPP there is you don't have the same surprise element. So you basically have to, you take the risk of running and dying.
Yeah.
Or you smoke the road and you run there. But if you smoke the road, if you smoke the road and run there, they will know you're coming anyway. So like, what's the point of running there?
Yeah.
You know?
You just have to assume there's people everywhere, almost like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a util game for sure.
Yeah.
So much smokes and stuff is so important in TPP.
Util is like that is the one thing that we picked up immediately when I started casting the TPP events. Util matters so much more because you see them without peeking, so you can nade them without peeking, right? Like that's already a huge change. Before, you have to peek with your nade in hand to see where the guy was going so you can actually throw the nade to where he's going or something. Now it's just like you see him all the time. And you don't have to peek him if you can just nade them. And then, like you said, like timing crosses don't exist anymore. And like...
Yeah. I also think it's gonna... Like, Molodok 1v2 clutch, it made it 50 times easier than TPP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On that tree, because he just had all the info. Like, imagine it's a FPP, he dies 99% of the time there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's just going to enable more clutches too, because if you're in a 1v3 situation, in FPP, if it's a good team, they stack you out, you have like 0% chance, unless you have a Panzer or a pump, you know what I mean? Here, you could like prepare yourself because you have info beforehand, what they're doing, you know what I mean? Sometimes in this game, you don't know if they're pushing you as 2 or 3, because the sound is like overlapping, you know what I mean? So if you have the info, you could clutch easier, I guess.
That's such a huge change as well. In FPP, you're in a dip, you get naded, you don't hear anything anymore. In TPP, you're still seeing everything. It's fine. Like you see the guy running at you. You don't hear anymore, but you're still fine. Where in FPP, you were fucked completely. Like flashbang behind you, you don't get blinded, but you don't hear anything anymore. Some guy just runs you down, right? Puts you down.
Yeah.
Like that changed, like so many like small details and fights changed like so much. But I feel like they all changed for the defending person. I feel like there's not much that changed for the attacking person, right? Like, or in the direction of the attacking person. Like it's all bad for the attacker, I feel like.
Yes and no, because this game, the way it works, if you're holding an angle in TPP and attacker is attacking you, you can easily predict people. Like for example, there was a situation with Batulins when he had a Panzer in the prior house. You can open the game if you want. If he played TPP long enough, he knows that the guy has to watch the stairs. There's no way there would be a guy inside a house behind a folder shield.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in TPP. But if he would play the game enough, he would know that he's watching stairs on a TPP angle. You know what I mean? So it's like you can predict enemies way easier as an attacker because you can just
you know what the good TPP angle is, and they're probably gonna be there, and then you can nade it or stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I can actually open the game if you guys haven't seen it. Look at this. Look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you don't really know what he sees there. You don't know how the smoke's way bigger without X-ray. Maybe he didn't see it at all, you know?
look, he should see it here. Like, it just bloomed.
Yeah.
Like, it just bloomed. So I feel like he should be able to see it now. Like,
oh, but go back like 2
this.
seconds. Like, look how deep. Yeah, maybe when he jumps. Yeah. I don't know.
Like,
maybe
the smoke is just outside.
Yeah.
So it's coming. I think he should be able to see this.
I think he saw him, but he didn't want to shoot it in risk of like not killing him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're right. Like, there's that angle is so OP in TPP that you're probably always gonna have a guy there. Yeah. That makes sense.
I just remember those houses being completely unpushable when we played TPP back in the day. Those were like completely unpushable.
The one on Miramar as well, the 2-story with the, it has like one mattress room and one bathroom on top and the stairs in the middle.
Yeah,
like you have to nade above the stairs or something as well, right? Because the TPP angle is just crazy.
Yeah, because if you push that guy and he's on the TPP right peak, you can't shoot him. Then you shoot your teammate in the back.
Yeah.
And he gets a full spray down on you guys as well.
Yeah. And if he has like a shotgun or a Panzerfaust or something, it's even worse. But even with an AR or SMG, it's just cooked.
I'm excited for New Year, honestly. If it goes full TP, I'm actually excited. Like,
that's not an opinion I hear a lot. That's nice. Like, that's refreshing.
I mean, I have the same opinion as Nixzyee too. I'm actually I know that TPP can be frustrating in comp, but I love adapting in this game. I think that's what I've always been good at, is adapting. And a lot of people just stay the same way in this game, and that's why they don't have that long career in this game.
Yeah. That's why you see Twisted, like, not play the same play style for all the time, Like, they pre-draw, now they slowed it down, and now they slow it down even more, They're constantly adapting on the lobby, and you know what I mean? So that's why they're on top always. Like, they have such long career,
Yeah.
Longevity of the career. Yeah.
I'm so big into adapting. I always dream about like, fuck, let's just not tell anyone where we land the whole tournament, so no one knows what we're doing. Like, I'm like, fuck, let's do it. Yeah, I want to do something new.
Yeah,
it would be so fun, bro.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you're like, imagine like Aixleft, bro, #1 on Huya, bro. You have like $1 million, and you could just like, fuck it, bro. Like, let's just land four man snake in like the big compound, and let's just let's just go out. Like, let's just see how it is. Like, VP is taking space from Rozhok boatyard into Severny, bro. Like, let's just hot drop them 4-man boatyard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. But
we did that actually. We did that in the TPP games. Now we had to qualify in the last game of the TPP quals. We had to beat Foot, and they land like 3 guys in containers.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't want to like directly hot drop them in containers, but we did land in South George, and then we drove in front of them on the mountain and tried to camp them, but they spotted us, and then we just played the game normally after that, but we fucked their game up because we fucked their whole circle 1,
Yeah, I mean, like, if you fuck someone's, like, if, for example, if you don't want certain team to qualify, just being, like, knowing that you dropped next to them, it already fucks their game up. Like, you don't have to kill them. You literally don't have to kill them. You just have to delay them. And knowing at the back of their head, there is a team griffing us. You know what I mean? It's
they have
already
to
enough.
Respect so much. Yeah. It's what a lot of people didn't get about the Tianba 17 thing as well when they switched spots to grief as TSM. That 17 also went to Tianba's loot spot to pretend like Tianba was there, so that 17 would not know, or that so that Liquid didn't know. Like, they
so Tianba got like a free game where they didn't have to care about anything. You know what I mean? Until
and TSM had
5?
to care because they thought Tianba was next to them, but it was just 17 the whole time.
Crazy.
Nice. So crazy.
PUBG is just so diverse. There's so many different things going on all the time.
Or Liquid. No idea.
Yeah.
2 teams just swapped loot spots next to you.
Yeah. -2 points.
You see like Tianba and Killfeed. You're like, oh, they left Southward. Let's go over the bridge.
Yeah. Boom. And then you get camped by 17. GG.
Yeah. You're just like, what happened? Like,
bro, same thing happened to us at PGS 8 or 7, where Taikola from South George was camping T1 in Yasnaya, and the zone was southwest, and they were camping them on the Raptor Road. And I because I went early, I was just like, wait, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was just like, why is there a Taikula guy on Raptor Road, like not Raptor Road, like the road like north of North George? Like, why is there a guy there north of Cube? Why is there a guy there from South George and the zone is southwest? I was so confused, and I was like, oh, they're griffing 4 a.m. They're griffing T1, like Taikula. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess like unlucky because we're Group B and they have 70 points in day 1, so they don't care. They don't care.
So you drove into them, right? When they were
I
camping
drove
someone
into
else?
them. And
you died immediately.
Now.
They're camping
Now I
T1.
understand. Yeah, now I understand. Yeah.
And they were camping T1. I'm like, it's like,
It makes sense.
I hate Group C.
Yeah.
Group C is the worst.
Group C at PGS, let's go!
I swear I've been flaming Group C for so long that I'm like making it seem like it's a big deal or something. It's not. Of course, you can always qualify, but bro.
But it does.
We are just getting griefed because you know, I mean, because you don't have the points. Because you started playing is already like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, FaZe Clan is APAC proof this event. APAC proof. We're camp proof as well. Like nobody can get to us. We have like so many like anti-camp strats right now to not get griefed this tournament. We always got APAC griefed. Every single LAN. We got ran on, we got camped.
Yeah.
Someone comes into blue zone phase 4. Bro, we are fully prepared for the APAC strats this year.
Are you EU camp proof though? You're gonna see Beam behind you in the blue.
Oh, we are EU camp proof, bro.
He's deep. He's deep.
He's deep in the blue.
You know what's funny? Remember when Falcons were saying like, why is VP playing from the blue so much at PGS? You know what's funny? Yesterday, first game, Beamy missed the EP and he had to play from the blue and he killed Liquid guys from the blue. He panzered them. Look at the game one.
I've seen it.
And I'm like, what? Like, what is the chance? It's just meant to be. It's just meant to be for him to be in the blue and kill NA teams.
It's so fucked. And then you go watch the game back and you're like, oh, we just got fucked because Beamy missed the EP. And you're like, okay, like our game is just gone because Beamy missed the EP.
Yeah,
like,
bro, it's the same thing that happened to us. Look, I'll open your game.
Yeah.
Look at what Alcazia did. PUBG Masters Fest. Where is it? Masters Fest. Look at this. Look at this run the game.
Yeah.
So here we're like, we killed one of them here, Alcazia. Yeah. And we're like, okay, we have a good line in. Like we were about to kill this team. Yeah. They sent it past. They didn't know the two of them stopped, and they just like full griefer game, like behind the blue. You know what I mean? Like they don't have a car, anything, and they just grief 2 of our teammates. I'm like, and they know it's us. I don't know if they did it on purpose because we killed one of them early. Like we killed one of them here.
Yeah.
Here.
It doesn't seem on purpose on the map.
I was carrying a chip. So
oh,
like,
bro.
did it on purpose.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
So I'm like, it's just like the game can like, your game can be ruined like this.
Yeah, it's
just
that's what I mean.
Like,
there's so much going on. Like so many small things can just completely fuck
X Factor.
Yeah, it's pretty real.
And how do you prepare against this? You know, there's like you can't.
You need strong mental. That's what you need. You need to not tilt at games that you have no control over, right? Like that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Like Beamy shows up in the blue behind you, nades 2 of you, gets both flushes. You're like, okay, right, fucking happens.
That being said, there should be something changed to blue healing or change.
Sure.
Maybe you shouldn't be able to see into the zone from the blue zone or something.
I think that what I always thought was best is the zone like just ramps up after a while. If you're in it too long, it just starts doing more damage.
You know what Fortnite has? They have storm sickness.
Yeah,
if you're in the storm for
and if
too
it goes
long,
too high,
take, like,
you take
damage.
Insane damage. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Because
sick.
they had giga blue tanking before that because the storm just doesn't do enough damage, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like PUBG in a way. And I think the problem is you have to put it in the game as well, so the casual players understand it as well. So it can't just be, oh, you just take more damage now, but nothing else changed. Like you have to give people a chance to see it coming and to understand it. That's why like storm sickness is kind of good, I think.
Yeah. Also, they have storm surge where you have to get enough damage, or if you don't get enough damage, because like I think the way it works, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the way it works is like if there's a lot of people on the server alive, the storm surge is higher compared to when there's like I think there has to be like a certain players dead in certain zone. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how it works, but you need to reach certain damage. you know, if you don't get certain damage, you just get zapped all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not allowed to camp.
It hits the people who have the least damage, I think. Like it starts at the bottom. Like so if you're just doing nothing, then you just lose HP. It's kind of cool. Like I don't like Fortnite at all, but it's cool that they're doing things to change the meta for competitive. Like it's fucking nice, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. You want a gym at 5, Jimbo, right?
A business meeting at 5 p.m. today.
Shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've been yapping for 2 hours. I thought like maybe this is a short episode, you know, we just talk a little bit about
it's always like that.
PEC and stuff. Fucking 2 hours immediately. Yeah. I think it's okay to call it here. That was fun. I think we kind of yapped all over the place, but we talked about a lot of cool things, so.
I'm excited to see Slam and Lando. I wonder how they'll perform.
I think a lot of people are, because they're kind of like a lot of like, I think Boostic and Morgora just have a lot of eyes on them, right? Like people are excited to see how they do.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how it's gonna work, because like if you watch their games, how they played, they often got their edge free. Like they're a good edge team, but they got often edge free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like they did, and like they won a lot of fights that they shouldn't have because they just have Boostic and Magor.
Yeah.
And Artix is like, I don't know what Artix is doing, but he's insane right now. Like he's just destroying everyone. I don't even know how.
Yeah.
So like they just won a lot of fights that they shouldn't have, but they also got like a free edge often because stuff happened in front of them, you know what I mean? So it's like, I wonder how they will adapt to like a competitive lobby like that, where they will, like some things will be out of their hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you have Apex team running on you, you know what I mean? How will they deal with that?
I think
I'm excited.
I think there's a good chance that they get destroyed pretty badly because they just don't have the experience, and they're a really good. I feel like they were always inconsistent, like in this lineup. I feel like they were always great or shit. They were rarely like in between. And I think the difference is like they're just not good at the hard games. Like they're really good at the easy games, because then, like you said, they get space and they destroy people. But I don't know how they're gonna do in a harder lobby. Like I agree, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how they will adapt to the like Apex teams running on you. You know what I mean? Like, will they able?
And you're not winning as many fights for free if you're fighting fucking Hemas and Aixleft instead of I don't know, T-Bone.
And how will the fraggers of the team Mogor and Boostic mental be when they know they're fighting versus Ming Ming and Aixleft?
Yeah. Bro, I watched Aixleft's POV because I'm like amazed how he plays, and the way this guy plays is so unique.
Fearless.
It's insane.
Fearless.
Bro, yeah, it's actually fearless.
Yeah.
It's insane. And Zhaowood, I think Zhaowood is probably one of the smartest players in the whole like China, Asia.
Yeah.
With the way he takes angles, like he's not mechanically like insane, you know what I mean? But the way he takes angles and stuff, like in fights, gets so many free kills. You know what I mean? He is of course mechanically cracked and everything, you know? But his positioning is very good. So like, but Aixleft, bro, like it looks like he's just like, I don't know, bro. Like he just gets like, I don't know. Like I would compare him to like a FaZe, like cause he has like similar mechanics to FaZe. He just runs on people, like just takes a 1v1, but he gets like a double the effect than FaZe. You know what I mean? Like it's insane. I don't know how to compare it.
Yeah,
double the effect of FaZe.
Yeah, he just gets like
he
a
has
double
no
kill,
care in
like,
the world.
He shouldn't have.
Yeah,
he just doesn't care. I guess
it's like he literally just doesn't care. He just runs people down.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, and he can do it consistently. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like when I run on people, I go for 1 kill. I never go for 2. You know, that's just how I'm playing. But if I would go for 2, I think most of the time you get 2, and then you like really win the team fight.
Yeah.
But you don't want to throw it either when you're running on people.
Yeah.
So it's so hard. But like if you just can go for 2 and you get 2, like you won that team fight so fast, so clean.
Yeah.
He just doesn't think about throwing. Is like, he just goes and then he, you know.
Yeah, but the reason why I think he's so good also is because he can get traded so easily, because he just goes in, gets one, gets the info for the others, and his team is like very close to him because they've been playing with him for so long. They understand how he plays, you know. They just know that he's gonna go.
Yeah.
And if you have teammates that are like close to you that have info, and they're all gonna shoot Aixleft because he is first, and he gets like somehow gets 2 kills, plus his teammates get info.
Yeah.
It's like such a free fight always.
Yeah.
You know, just because he's like
And they
taking so
play
much
for
risk.
him too. Like they all play like that because they play basically for him. Like they're trying to enable him as teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you need a player like, not like similar to him, but you need player that is gonna like just in team. You can't have 4 passive players in the team.
No.
It's very rarely gonna work. Like for example, Twisted is one of the few examples where 4 passive players like doing stuff together can work, and Falcons too. Like they actually like they don't have like Himas or so on where people run on people. They have Aixleft where Trimsy would fucking go in and gets like 3 kills. They all do stuff together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean it's like few examples, but I feel like you need a player like that is just gonna be like, let's fucking go, like we need to do this now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the hardest role in the team, in my opinion, is to be that front guy to not actually feed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's easy
like
to run at
easy.
people. It's hard to have success at it. Yeah.
Like, that's why you need communication, like very good comms and everything, you know, like you just need to know you need to have a really good game sense.
Yeah.
You need to have the game sense to get close on people, not get spotted. Number 2, you need to get your kill. And then you need
communicate with your team.
Yeah, really all the info that you got to your teammate. Because at this point, you were probably knocked. And your teammates need to close out the situation because you have all the info now.
Yeah.
And then you just can't die doing this too early because then it's all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the hardest roles, in my opinion, to do in this game. Like, not the roles, but like stuff to do in this game.
Situations, yeah, for sure. It's also crazy because he's been doing it for so long as well. Like, he's never been on a team that dominated the scene or something. But like, if you look at Aixleft, he's just been the GOAT in China for like for so long already as well.
His stats are like insane
every time.
I mean?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't won any international, right?
No.
No,
they won the first PCL ever last year or started this year. Was it the first this year or was it last year?
Yeah, this year. They won with Women.
And you could just tell it meant so fucking much to him. Like, they were so fucking excited to win a PCL finally. Because they were always second. Yeah, they were always second to New Happy or 17. And then they finally won one. And he was just like, holy fuck. Screaming his lungs out.
Yeah, when they killed 17, I saw it.
Such a good clip.
There's a POV.
Yeah.
There's a POV of it.
So sick. That's why it's sick to have the comms. Like, he would never know.
Yeah.
He would never know how much it meant to people.
Yeah. I mean, you probably hear them through the caster's voice because they speak so much.
True.
Do you think there should be more banter in PUBG? Do you think like there should be like, you know, like EU versus NA, like Jeemzz versus Tiggleton, you know what I mean? Like some banter, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I also think
I love it.
I think there should be way more BMing like in game as well. Like the fact that they started banning that shit, like not allowing emotes, saying you can't body shoot and stuff. I think that's terrible for the game. Like, you need personalities, you need stories, you need drama. You can't just
yeah. That's why
shoot people's bodies, do some emotes.
Yeah.
You keep like viewers engaged though too. You know what I mean? Like like Bottlins, like imagine Bottlins had like hate against Falcons and he just won before they yesterday with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It would be like, it would blow up. Like it would literally blow up.
Yeah. For
so
sure.
It's like
100%.
The rival, how do you call that? Rivalries?
Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because people complain that we don't have enough personalities and stuff in the scene, but then what do you expect when you script the interviews for them and you don't let them say what they want to say and shit? Like, of course, nobody's gonna have a fucking personality. Like,
yeah. How do you feel right now?
How do you feel right now after winning? Great question. Never asked that before.
Imagine they interviewed like us at PGS 8 when we killed Falcons from the blue behind them, like in apps. Like imagine like. Yeah, it was how did you feel like shooting Falcons with a shotgun behind them when they're about to win the tournament? And you were like, fuck awesome.
Them. Yeah. Fuck them, bro.
It felt so good running their tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Alright, boys, I gotta jump now.
Yeah. All good. Thanks for coming. It was good.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah.
See ya.
GG's.
That was episode 27 of the Hot Drop. Thank you guys for watching. Don't think I'm promoting my creator code any longer. So just do the free stuff. Just, like the video, share it, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you guys around, yeah?